So, for real though, I hear you keep saying, black culture, black history. When somebody describes you, say a person that you ain't even met, would you rather them call you black or African American?
Retro, go ahead and give him your answer first.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of biased to that one. You know what I mean? But if I'd rather say black.
Yeah, I say black.
I'd rather say black.
Why?
Just, I feel like we forced to be here in America.
Agree 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you attaching something to me, you know what I'm saying, that we really, you know what I mean, I ain't really with it. And then especially being in the army, I'm still not with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still not with it, so you know what I mean? So I'd rather just call me black, you know what I'm saying?
What you think, Lito?
I mean, I'm in the middle with it. I mean,
I wouldn't be offended.
I wouldn't get offended, but I gotta know that person's demeanor. You know what I'm saying? I gotta know
the intention that I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you could say black in an offensive way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could say African American in an offensive way.
Anytime like, damn, I'm about to go into English. I'm high as fuck. Anytime black, what is it? An adjective? A word that describes?
Adjective.
Yeah. Anytime black used as an adjective, I feel like it's disrespect.
It's negative, yeah. Black
you know
magic.
What I'm saying?
Black market.
Athlete.
That's because they marketed it that way, and I'm glad. Let me go ahead and give y'all a little truth spiel.
What you got, Sonny? What you got?
Let me get that Confucius joint going real quick. See, look, I'm gonna identify myself with black because that's what I am. That African American it's a spit in my face showing that, yeah, you came on a ship from another place. Because I seen a saying that says to be African American is to be African without memory and American without privilege. Now you think about them words.
That's real.
Black is dominant.
That
The
shit.
fact that they had vanilla is black.
Yeah, black is the absorption of all colors.
You see what I'm saying? But they
It's all colors.
they had to use these blackball, all this to make us think it's bad, to hate ourselves even more.
Everything
Self-hate.
Feel what I'm saying?
associated with black is
Straight
bad.
up. That's why I wear black everything. It is what it
That's
is.
what I should have
You
said.
see
Why
what
I
I'm
like
saying?
color black.
That's my favorite color. Y'all didn't ask me that.
There we go.
On my next one, I'm gonna use that
Straight
one.
up.
He's waiting to say that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, Retro tell you, I'm pro-black. Like, in these 3 years of just me getting out the army, from people telling me what to do and me knowing, because see, people know me, that really know me, they know I ain't for that shit. If I believe in something, I'm fighting for it all the way through. And the fact that I had to bite my tongue, sit on my tail in the army and shit,
Like a
while people hung nuts on me, you know what I'm saying? It created a different type of monster. So now that I'm self-efficient and I do everything for myself, you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't going. And all my homies or whatever that fit the narrative that they put on us of, oh, you gotta sell drugs, you gotta be a gang member, you can't, to be a real nigga, you gotta go to jail. That shit dead. Get your money, stay out the way, teach that shit to your partner them. Don't flex with your partner them over money. Teach them how to get some money. Retro taught me a brand new way to get money, straight up. And I will forever thank this man that, you feel what I'm saying? And I put it on the next man, he put it on the next man. That's what we're meant to do. That's what white folks do. It's lineage.
That's
hey,
a real
Bob,
spill.
if we got a problem, they gonna call each other on the phone. They gonna talk it out. Why we gotta shoot it out?
Yeah.
Well, you see what I'm saying? It's different because we were fed this shit
it's
into
what
the
we
media.
it's
It's
what
what
we
we
bred
listen
into.
to. It's what we watch. Our parents, because they were so fit on protecting us, providing for us, struggling themselves, they didn't teach us the necessities of how to, you know what I'm saying, be successful within ourselves, if that makes sense.
Now, I want to go into that because the culture, being the culture, right?
Yeah.
We were stripped of our culture, of our African culture.
Right.
Do we simply forget that and move on? Because that's the one reason that I could lean towards African American. Because I mean, I just recently took a DNA test and figured out what I was. Because I never knew what I was my whole life. Real spillers know this, but I'm gonna get y'all a little bit of background. I thought I was like half Filipino, half black my whole life and shit. But then I found out my mom's was half and half. Then I told you about the whole step pop situation. I'm a real dad. I didn't find it out till I was 10. This is a real fast version of that. Basically, I never knew what I was. But I took a DNA test recently. I figured out I was 70% Nigerian, which goes directly to my grandfather's blood. My great-great-great-great-grandfather was put on a slave ship on the west coast of Africa in Nigeria, put on a slave ship and taken to Baltimore, where I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. Taken to the waterfront properties on Baltimore, where there was a slave plantation that he worked on. And, you know, the Paran name, my mom's last name, not mine. My mom's maiden name, Paran, was a slave owner's name. And when slavery was over, they gave them that plot of land that my family still owns today in Baltimore. and gave us the last name Paran as the slave name. So I know my lineage traces back to Africa, and that the blood that's coursing through my veins was on that continent. And you know what I'm saying? There's probably mad stories, and it's like if my great grandfather didn't fuck with this great grandmother of mine, I never would have been here where I am today because of all that. Yeah. So that's why I still lean towards African American, because my roots are in Africa. If it wasn't for everything that happened, I would still be in Africa. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like to completely remove that and go by black, something that was created by the people who oppressed us, they created that. I don't feel like we created black. I don't. That's just me. I don't no knowledge on it.
All right, so let me go ahead. First off, the fact that you had to pay somebody else to find out where you came from. Well, either way, you had to go to a different source to find out where you from. You see what I'm saying? One, black people, we were the only race that's been all around the world. You feel what I'm saying? We was here first. Put point blank, period, simple. Well, hold on, bro.
We have to establish one piece of ground. Do you believe in Pangea? Do you believe that the continent shifted apart eventually? Because that's a big part to decide if black people have been all around the world, if we were here first, and where life started.
Okay, so look, let me put it to you like this: Mexican, Indian, Korean, whatever, they're black, no matter what, because they have melanin.
So you're talking about the difference between Neanderthals and Homo sapiens, right?
There you go.
So I'm trying to make sure we got common
he's smart,
ground, bro.
my man.
I'm trying to make sure we got common ground.
So my man's. With that being said, the only reason why African American is a set thing, just like Mexican is all that, is to prove into this white society we have. I'm pretty sure if we was an African right now, we wouldn't have to identify, oh, we're this type of African, oh, we're this type of African.
Tribalism. But there would have been tribalism.
But you can tell that through the speech. You can tell that through the speech. You see what I'm saying? Dialect. It ain't gonna be in, oh, you're from Western Africa because your skin is blacker or some shit like that. No, that is because we live in America.
That's how they run the country.
Just like the whole light skin, dark skin shit, they prey on that shit. You see what I'm saying? To keep us in a line.
As humans, once we erase labels, we'd be good. That's what we do. We label each other by religion, color, creed, where you were born, the language you speak. We create all these, even sexuality, homosexual.
But the oppressed, once they understand that, see, that's the thing. The oppressed don't understand that. They keep going by these guidelines.
And they're looking to identify what they are by that label. And see, that's even the mistake that I've made, because I'm trying to identify with something by seeking, oh, well, what am I? You know,
but you don't have to.
That's because I was stripped of something. Right. Just like our people were stripped of our culture and lineages, I was stripped of a father. Right. So I didn't have that lineage or legacy pushed to me. So I sought that somewhere else. Right. But you're right. That's what a lot of people were doing.
Though. Yours on a different.
Yeah, yours on a whole different level, but it still ties in. But I understand, you know what I'm saying, what you're trying to say and everything. But it goes, like I said, like Akon said it best, bro. If every black person here went to Africa right now, we'd all be rich within a year.